Om Shanti, Baba Saakar Murli, 13th of May 2021. Essence. Sweet children, you Brahmins are the mouth-born creation of Brahma. Only you receive a third eye of knowledge from the Father. You are now in God's lap. Question. What is the basis of the establishment of the undivided kingdom where there is no other religion? Answer. The power of yoga. The undivided kingdom can never be established with physical power. In fact, Christians have so much power that if they were to come together, they could rule the whole world. However, that is not the law. To establish the one kingdom in the world is the task of the Father alone. Song. Leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth. Om Shanti. The meaning of Om Shanti has been explained to you children many times. Om means, who am I? It means, I am a soul and this body is my organ. I, the soul, am a resident of the supreme region. The people of Bharat call out, O resident of the faraway land, come, because there is a lot of defamation of religion and sorrow in Bharat. Come once again and give the message of the Gita. It is only in the Gita that they ask God to come. Shiv Baba, come, because he is the father of all. They say, there is once again the shadow of Maya Ravan over the residents of Bharat, and this is why everyone is unhappy and impure. They call out, change your form and come here, that is, come here in a human form. I do come in a human form. My coming is divine and unique. I do not enter a womb. I enter an ordinary old body. You children know that I change my incorporeal form and come every cycle. Only the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the ocean of knowledge. Krishna can never be called this. The Father says, I have entered this ordinary body and am once again teaching you easy Raja Yoga. I have to come when the world has become impure. I come to change the Iron Age into the Golden Age. There is the picture of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. There is establishment through Brahma, destruction through Shankar, and then sustenance through Vishnu. Lakshmi and Narayan are the two forms of Vishnu. You children know that Baba has once again changed his form and come here. He is our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, and also Supreme Guru. Other gurus cannot be called supreme. This one is all three: father, teacher, and guru. Physical parents sustain their children and also send them to school. It is rare for a child's father to be his teacher too. No one else can say that. Brackets. His father is 3 in 1. All souls call out to me. They speak of God the Father, and so He is the Father of souls. This song belongs to the path of devotion. Maya doesn't exist in the Golden Age that you would have to call out. There you have nothing but happiness. You know that the cycle is 5,000 years. For half the cycle it is the Golden and Silver Ages, the day, and for half the cycle it is the Copper and Iron Ages, the night. You Brahmins are the mouth-born creation of Brahma. The day and night of Brahma, that is, of you Brahmins, is remembered. You children have the knowledge of the day and the night. Lakshmi and Narayan do not have this knowledge. You are now at the confluence age. You know that the path of devotion is now coming to an end, and the day is about to dawn. You have received this knowledge from the Father. No one in the Iron Age or the Golden Age has this knowledge. This is why the day of Brahma and the night of Brahma are remembered. You are now making effort to claim the Sun and Moon dynasty kingdoms. Then, after half the cycle, you lose your kingdom. No one apart from you Brahmins has this knowledge. When you have become deities, this knowledge will not remain. It is now the night. The night of Shiva is remembered. They also speak of the night of Krishna, but they don't understand the meaning of that. The birthday of Shiva means that there is the reincarnation of Shiva. The day of such a father should be celebrated for a minimum of 1 month. They don't even have a holiday of the one who makes the whole world pure from impure. The Father says, I am the liberator of everyone. I become everyone's guide and take them back home. You are now making effort to learn Raja Yoga. The Father is giving each of you a third eye of knowledge. No one knows what the form of a soul is. The Father says, you souls are neither thumb-shaped nor of infinite light. You are stars, just like points. I, the soul, am also a point. However, I do not take rebirth. My praise is different. Because I am the Supreme, I don't enter the cycle of birth and death. You souls enter bodies, and you take 84 births. I enter this body. I have taken it on loan. The Father explains, you too are souls, but you don't realize that you are souls. It is the soul that remembers the Father. Souls always remember him when they are unhappy. O God, O merciful Baba, have mercy. You ask for mercy because that Father is the one who is full of knowledge, bliss, and full of purity. He is full of knowledge. He is the ocean of knowledge. This praise cannot be given to human beings. It is only the Father's task to give bliss to the whole world. He is the Creator, and all the rest are creation. A creator creates a creation. He first adopts a wife and then creates a creation with her, and then also sustains that creation. He doesn't destroy it. This unlimited Father comes and inspires establishment, sustenance, and destruction. He inspires the sustenance of the original, eternal deity religion. The kingdom is instantly established at the beginning of the Golden Age. Those of other religions just establish their own religions. Then, when that religion has grown to hundreds of thousands or millions, their kingdom comes into existence. You are now establishing your kingdom. You become the masters of the whole world with the power of yoga. No one can rule the world with physical power. Baba has explained that Christians have so much power that if they were to come together, they could rule the whole world. However, it is not the law for anyone to be able to claim the kingdom of the world with physical power. It is not the law in the drama for those with physical power to become the masters of the world. The Father explains, only through the power of yoga can the kingdom of the world be received from me. There is no partition there. The earth and sky all belong to you. No one can touch you. That is called the undivided kingdom. Here there are innumerable kingdoms. The Father explains, I teach you children this Raja Yoga every 5,000 years. The Krishna soul is now studying this. Krishna was the number one prince. He has now become Brahma at this time, at the end of his 84 births. It has been explained to you children how the world cycle turns. The Father is once again establishing heaven. All the innumerable religions definitely have to be destroyed. Then there will be establishment of the one religion. When Bharat was 100% solvent, it was elevated in its religion. The actions of the deities were also elevated. Their praise is sung, full of all virtues, ... They were pure at first, and have now become impure. The Father comes and once again makes both men and women pure. No one knows why the festival of Raksha Bandhan is celebrated so much. The Father came and took a promise from you that you would both remain pure in this last birth. The religion of the sannyasis is completely separate. Knowledge, devotion and disinterest are for you. You must have seen how, Christians, priests walk with their eyes looking in one direction. They don't look at anyone else at all. There are also nuns. They remember Christ. It is said that Christ was the Son of God. You are souls. You have no connection with white clothes. You belong to none but one. You just have to remember the one. you are true nuns. You are to receive the inheritance from that Baba. It is only by remembering him that your sins will be absolved. This is why the Father's order is, constantly remember me alone. Because of not having the faith that they are souls, nuns remember Christ. They don't know who God is. Even the people of Bharat who come first don't know anything. Lakshmi and Narayan neither have the knowledge of this world, nor are they Trikaldashi. You Brahmins become Trikaldashi. The Father changes you from shells into diamonds. You are now in God's lap. This last birth of yours is so invaluable. You are doing the spiritual service of Bharat in particular, and the world in general. Those people are physical social workers, whereas you are spiritual ones. It is the Supreme Spirit who is teaching you. Tell every soul to remember the Father. Only the Father is remembered as the purifier. It takes you 84 births to come down. It then takes you 1 second to climb up again. This is your final birth in the land of death. There is defeat for the land of death and victory for the land of immortality. This is also called the story of immortality. The Eternal Father comes and takes you immortal souls into the age of immortality by telling you the story of immortality. The Father says, "Okay, if you forget everything else, simply have the faith that you are souls and remember me, your Father. Connect your intellects in yoga to me, and your sins will be burnt, and you will become charitable souls. You will change from humans into deities. This is not a new thing. The Father has come after 5,000 years and is giving you your inheritance." Ravan then curses you. This is a play. This story is only about Bharat. Only the Father explains these things. It is not mentioned in any of the Vedas or scriptures, etc. This is why God the Father is called the knowledgeful one, the peaceful and blissful one. He also makes you similar to himself. You too were worthy of worship, and you then became worshippers. Then, from being worshippers, you become worthy of worship. This does not apply to God. It refers to you people of Bharat. At first, you only worshipped Shiva. You performed unadulterated devotion. Then you started worshipping the deities, and you continued to come down. You are now once again becoming deities. Those who study a little will become part of the subjects. Those who study well and also teach others will become part of a royal family. Many subjects are created. An emperor would have hundreds of thousands or millions of subjects. You are making effort exactly as you did in the previous cycle. It can be seen from each one's effort who will become part of the rosary. Of the subjects, too, some become wealthy and some become poor. On the path of devotion, people donate in the name of God. Why? Doesn't God have anything? Or they say that they are offering everything to Krishna. In fact, it is all offered to God. Whatever they do, they receive the fruit of that in their next birth. They receive it for one birth. The Father says, I have now come to give you your inheritance for 21 births. Whatever you do directly in my name, you receive the reward of that for 21 births. When you do it indirectly, you receive temporary happiness for one birth. The Father explains, everything of yours is going to turn to dust. Therefore, use everything you have in a worthwhile way. Continue to open a spiritual university come hospital where everyone will become ever healthy and ever wealthy. A lot of income is earned through this. You receive health through yoga and wealth by knowing the cycle. Therefore, continue to open such universities come hospitals in every home. Where there are many important people, open a big centre where many others can come. Write on your boards, just as those who perform nature cures do. The Father changes the nature of everyone and makes it pure. At this time, all are impure. It is the Father who makes the whole world ever healthy and ever wealthy, and He is now teaching you children. You are the most sweet children. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long-lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual Father. Essence for imbibing. 1. Engage yourself in doing spiritual service during this invaluable life of yours. Serve Bharat in particular and the world in general. 2. In order to use everything you have in a worthwhile way, offer it directly to God. Open a spiritual hospital come university. Blessing. May you be constantly victorious in your efforts to become full of all virtues by the method of completely surrendering yourself. Complete surrender is when you have no body consciousness, even in your thoughts. To surrender all awareness of your body. I am so and so. Those who surrender this thought and completely surrender themselves become full of all virtues. They lack no virtues. Those effort makers who surrender themselves completely and have the aim of becoming full of all virtues and complete and perfect receive from Bap Dada the blessing of being constantly victorious. Slogan. Only those who can control their minds are able to remain Manmanapav. Om Shanti.